Welcome to Time Warp Explorations, y'all, where we journey through pivotal events in history. Today, we're exploring the life of Rosa Parks, the woman whose quiet strength ignited a movement. Get ready for a deep dive into the story and legacy of the mother of the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks, the quiet courage that sparked a revolution. In a segregated America, one woman's modest act of defiance set the wheels of change in motion. But who was Rosa Parks before she became a civil rights icon? Rosa Louise McCauley was born on February 4, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. Her early life was steeped in the harsh realities of the Jim Crow South. She was raised by her mother and grandparents, who instilled in her the values of self-respect and equality. Parks attended segregated schools but always possessed a fierce desire to learn. This determination led her to become one of the very few African American students of her time to complete high school. Her journey into activism began well before that historic bus ride. In 1943, Parks joined the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, serving as the secretary to E.D. Nixon, the Alabama chapter president. Parks worked tirelessly behind the scenes, documenting cases of racial injustice. Her understated, yet unwavering zeal highlighted her buried strength and focus on the relentless pursuit of justice. Fast forward to December 1, 1955, on a chilly Montgomery evening. Parks boarded a bus after a long day's work at the Montgomery Fair department store. Little did she know, this ride would change the course of history. When the bus became crowded, the driver ordered Rosa and several other African Americans to vacate their seats for white passengers. But Rosa famously refused, stating she was tired, not physically, but tired of giving in. Her arrest for violating segregation laws was the last spark needed to ignite Montgomery's burgeoning civil rights movement. For 381 days, the African American community in Montgomery walked, carpooled, and bicycled instead of taking buses. This protest crippled the transit system's finances and bore national attention to the depths of racial segregation and injustice. Rosa Parks became an international symbol of resistance, but it was the collective strength and unity during those days of protest that struck a monumental blow against civil oppression. The story of Rosa Parks is more than a tale of that singular bus ride. After the boycott's success, she pursued advocacy for equality and human rights with rigor. Even as hardship continued, her resolve never wavered. In her later years, Parks received numerous accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and Congressional Gold Medal, reflecting a lifetime spent championing the rights of the underserved. The legacy of Rosa Parks reminds us of the power residing in peaceful defiance and moral resolve. Her actions sparked dialogue, opened doors, and inspired a generation to rally courageously against inequality. Her dedication remains a guiding beacon for social and civil movements to this day. Her story was one about dignity, equality, and justice. Little ripples turning into gigantic waves signifying change should never be underestimated. After all, one person united by many voices can create seismic shifts.
At this point, the driver asked us to stand up and let him have those seats. And when none of us moved at his first words, he said, "Y'all make it light on yourselves and let me have those seats." And when the policeman approached me, one of them spoke and asked me if the driver had asked me to stand. I said, yes. He said, why don't you stand up? I said, I don't think I should have to stand up. And I asked him, I said, why do you push us around? He said, I do not know, but the law is a law.
At the age of 81, Rosa Parks was violently beaten and robbed in her Detroit home. After news spread of the attack, the founder of Little Caesars Pizza, Mike Ilitch, paid Rosa Parks rent for over 10 years. When Mike learned that the 81-year-old civil rights activist had been robbed and beaten in her Detroit home in 1994, he wanted to move her to a safer apartment. On October 24, 2005, at the age of 92, she died of natural causes, leaving behind a rich legacy of resistance against racial discrimination and injustice. Thank you for walking with us through this pivotal story. The stand Rosa Parks took serves not just as a chapter in history but as an ongoing motto for every struggle against adversity. If you found this journey enriching, support us by liking the video, subscribing to Time Warp, and sharing your views on Rosa Parks in the comments section. Let her story be a comforting fire that lights our way toward equality for all. See you in our next exciting exploration. Until the next time, explore history and impact today.